I'll have to put this one on the lift for the first time, so take a look underneath. Right now I'm draining the oil down here. I'm gonna get that changed as well as maybe the transmission fluid today. Here's that collector pipe I was talking to you guys about, right up in there. That's where you got a bunch of pipe overhangs sticking through. So I'd like to, during the performance route of this car, I'd like to try and see if I can grind that out a little bit. And then it looks like we got the catalytic converter there, but I don't see a resonator in here. I could have sworn there was a resonator in these, but it looks like you just got catalytic converter and maybe like a 2.5 pipe, it looks like, running all the way back to the Y right here, and then the 2 mufflers. So pretty sure these are gonna be coming off. I know it's gonna sound awesome once that's done, but I definitely wanna maintain the quad tips back here. So we'll see what I end up doing with it, but I know it's gonna sound amazing once it's done. So the collector pipe I was talking about is right up there. So eventually, once I get into the engine build, I'll have to figure out how to access the inside of that pipe. If I can pull those upper flanges while we're pulling the engine, I might be able to grind out the inside of it. But coming back here, this is pretty rusted out, but I think I'm gonna leave all of this. If I did try to get this flange off, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't go back on. So eventually, once I start messing with this stuff, hopefully I can get that freed up. And I think I'll probably leave this cat, but down the line, I'm not totally sure. If I didn't, I'd probably have them redo this whole segment because it's rusted to here. That being said, there's a sensor right here. So I think I'm gonna leave this cat. For now, what I'm gonna do is it comes around here. I believe this is 2.5-inch pipe here. Around this way. And then we come to this Y pipe here, which looks a little bit restricted because it actually comes down into, I believe, 2-inch pipe here. So I think what I want to do is order a performance Y pipe here and then have them run straight pipes back, muffler delete, and get new tips with a higher diameter. And run those out the back with the quad tips. And I think that ought to sound pretty awesome. I'm gonna wash out this air box a little bit while we're in there. I don't think we're gonna do the transmission fluid. It seems good. I'm gonna save the parts to do it later, maybe once the engine's torn down. First time I've been able to look underneath here. It's like the rotor looks pretty good. I'll have to take a look at the brake pads, calipers, and everything. Not sure what I'll end up doing in here, but it's good to finally see it. Got the rear wheel off. Rotors look good, pads look good, lines look good. I'll have to take a look at the rear a little bit more and try to figure out exactly what's going on with the suspension setup. Driving it home now. This thing drives fantastic. I'm happy to finally get it out on the road. Just got it home. So I just got back. The car is driving fantastic. We decided not to do the transmission fluid because the fluid in it, the color looked perfect. I think it's pretty fresh, so I've got all the parts. In order to do that job, I'm just going to throw on the shelf until another day. Maybe after we get into the engine work and stuff like that, I'll go through the transmission oil and stuff like that. It's a bit of a process, and I don't think it's worth it to do it right now because it's in really good shape. Drives fantastic. It's got a nice amount of power with 300 from the factory. And looking forward to seeing how much faster I can get it with some of the modifications I'm planning for it. Took a few measurements while I was there to try to figure out the offset of the wheels that I'm going to want to go with. And I think it's going to make a dramatic difference to the look of the car once I get the new set of wheels on there. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see it once the new wheels go on there. And I'll keep you guys updated. Talk to you guys soon.